He said, if I can make a man suck my dick, I can make people do anything for money. That's what you said, Puff.
One time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just said?
Hold on tight, guys, because the Dogfather himself, Snoop Dogg, has just divulged some delicious revelations about the one and only Diddy and his wild parties. Hunters appear to be too terrified to even step foot. Snoop is going to disclose why you should prepare for a roller coaster of a ride as we find the truth behind these wild and crazy occurrences that have the rap business shivering in their boots. Did Daddy really state that? Many vain reigns who appear good are hugged. Up in a corner, bring that back onto the we saw homo cam, and we all knew about it. Diddy has more money than we can count. And boy, does he love to splurge on his elaborate and sometimes bizarre events. These shindigs cost millions of dollars and sometimes have over 1,000 people dressed in formal attire. And while there is always a limitless supply of beverages and narcotics, it's not just the excess that has rappers fleeing for the hills. No, it's the outright bizarre and creepy things that happen during these events that have people are afraid. According to rumors, Diddy enjoys using these events to act out his craziest sexual fantasies, and he doesn't care whether it's kept a secret. Sure, the parties are super exclusive and fancy, but what's the cost? Attending to the concept of being compelled, participating in Diddy's sexual activities is enough to make anyone nervous and uncomfortable. Did he have a bodyguard? For a brief period of time, he was known as Gene Deal, and he resembled Diddy. Diddy went everywhere he went, and although being cautious about his sexuality in public, he did not hold back. Gene, Diddy's trusted bodyguard, was with him 24 hours a day, thus he had to know everything about Diddy's business at some point. Gene became really close to Diddy, and they were almost BFFs, which may explain why. Diddy did not feel the need to hide his huge secret from Gene. But here's the tea, guys. Gene is quite the secret keeper, because now that he is no longer Diddy's bodyguard, he is spilling all the juicy details about Diddy's darkest secrets. And it turns out that despite all the straight relationships and kids, Diddy enjoys experimenting with men, and one of these men is the up-and-coming rapper Young. It appears that Gene is the best at keeping secrets, because now that he's no longer Diddy's bodyguard, he's ready to disclose all the juicy facts regarding Diddy's deepest and darkest secrets. Despite his previous partnerships with women and becoming a father to numerous children, this one is a doozy. Diddy enjoys experimenting with men, and getting one of his flings was with the up-and-coming rapper Ye Rule. And then Puff looked at J. Rule, saying they went back into the room together. Even retired to a hotel room for several hours at night, and you guessed it. Yes, she was standing outside the door at one time and witnessed everything. Rule's cousin even knocked on the door to get him, but his young Role was too captivated with Diddy to care. It gets even wilder, guys. When Jab Rule and TT eventually emerged from the hotel, they were wearing nothing but towels, and Yacht Rule's cousin was swift to call them out for their weird behavior behind closed doors. Despite his public persona as a women man, Diddy appears to be rather fond of males lately. He doesn't exactly shout it from the rooftops, but he's not bashful about his tastes when he's at private parties and events. In fact, one renowned Keith, a gangster with links to Hollywood rappers and artists, found himself at one of Will Smith's top-secret Hollywood parties, and guess who he witnessed acting like a couple? Diddy and Tupac. Even Genadil, Diddy's former bodyguard, confirmed that Diddy and Tupac were incredible while they never formally claimed to being romantically engaged. There were plenty of witnesses who could attest to the opposite. Despite his public character as a straight womanite, it appears like Diddy is truly pretty fond of males. In fact, he's been known to make advances on rappers who are certainly not interested in his sexual intents. Simply ask 50 Cent. In an interview, the rapper-turned-actor stated that Diddy had offered to take him shopping, is a well-known euphemism for wanting to hook up. So 50 Cent politely declined, but he still finds the whole incident hilarious. That's not the only wild story about Diddy's romantic escapades. It's been rumored that he also had a sexual relationship with none other than Usher. And get this, they met when Usher was a kid. Usher was forced to live with Diddy, a 10-year-old pretender, and the two appear to have grown fairly close over the years. In fact, Diddy once mistakenly revealed in a video that he had woken up in bed with Usher. Yikes. According to rumors, Usher's mother uncovered an alleged affair between Diddy and her son and took Usher from Diddy's care. Usher has indicated that he would not send his own children. In a similar situation, Diddy has been known to be attracted to black guys and is upfront about his pursuits at parties and events. In one interview, he referred to the hosts as in a suggestive manner. He also released a video on his public Instagram account in which he called a service black man Diddy. While they are both in a pool, Diddy isn't afraid to exhibit his seductive side with men in public, and he doesn't seem to care if anyone finds out, because he is engaged with them. There have been speculations that Diddy had a romantic involvement with Andre Harrell, an executive who helped begin Diddy's music career at the time. Diddy was married, which complicates this aspect of his biography. Diddy has always expressed his appreciation and gratitude to Andre, who helped him become the great businessman he is today, but many believe their relationship went beyond mentorship. Kim Porter, Diddy's wife, had suspicions about her. She became suspicious of her husband's involvement with the CEO when she supposedly caught an STD from Diddy. Well, things turned out swiftly for Diddy when he met Clive Davis through Andre. It appears that Diddy's brush with Clyde was a basic and innocent meeting that drove him to fame and fortune. The reality differs greatly from what Live has portrayed throughout the years, as it turns out that it was all a sham for Clyde to participate in sexual activity. According to accounts, Diddy was not the only man he had relationships with. Clive Davis has been known to involve himself with new artists, guaranteeing them a promising future in the music industry. Yet, he appears to have avoided being left aside by Davis following their connection, since Davis assisted him in establishing his old record label. Bad Boy Records sponsored it financially for years thereafter. Rumors surfaced regarding the Kim Porter's murder was allegedly motivated by the fact that she held video footage of the unlawful and odd actions that take place at Diddy's parties, which may be exposed if the recordings were ever made public. Some believe Diddy may have sacrificed Kim to safeguard his empire, which may potentially bring it down. Few people have managed to escape Diddy's chaotic parties, much less relate their stories. Hollywood parties are frequently connected with drugs, drink, and sex, but even seasoned particles are astonished by the extreme nature of Diddy's events, despite the quantity of recordings filmed at his parties. Ever released to the public, this raises concerns about the possibility of anything even more sinister going on. Behind the scenes, fans for their part appear to assume that Diddy had to give sexual favors to Clive in order for him to establish a career and record label of his own. Tweeted, "I also think Clive was a sex freak. Something is not right any month, or Diddy." Another ad, "We've long known how these male rappers get down behind closed doors, so I wouldn't be surprised if something happened between Diddy and J. Rule.